Ah! Ow, my shin! Ah! Guys, I'm like an adult that acts like a little kid. What is up, everybody? E3 2019 just happened, and I basically missed the whole thing, and I'm making this video super late, kind of like last year. But we're gonna talk about the conference really quickly. We're gonna go over some of the hottest games that were announced at E3. Shameless advertising for dried peanuts from Walmart. Walmart should sponsor my video. Two really big winners at E3 were Cyberpunk 2077 and the new Avengers game. People are hyping big about those. Cyberpunk didn't make it in my list. I'm pretty sure when the rating comes out for that, it's gonna make GTA 5 get pale. It looks like basically moral garbage. There's gonna be a lot of profanity, a lot of sexual content, a lot of violence. We're gonna talk a little bit about the conference and then we'll get into the game. One of the biggest disappointments for the conference was there was no Sony. Sony wasn't even there, so that means Xbox was really dominating. I got tired of seeing all these Xbox logos for game trailers, so that was kind of a disappointment. I mean, if it means getting PS5 next year, okay, great, but it was kind of disappointing. Xbox released a next generation Xbox Scarlet trailer during E3. I mean, I'm more of a Sony guy, so when I saw the trailer, I was like, whatever. I've never had an Xbox, and I'm gonna get hate from like half you guys. I literally don't care. I don't care about Xbox. Honestly, watching the trailer, since I didn't care, I mean, I think the most interesting part of it was that the guy's beard. I mean, what? How do you? I think he started growing this beard when they first started developing Xbox and said, I'm not gonna shave my beard until we finish this console.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
So how is the Xbox gonna give us PC, console, and mobile? They said a couple things in this trailer that didn't really make sense.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you...
Combination of SSD and solid-state drive? I'm pretty sure those are the same thing, unless there's something I'm missing. Honestly, I think the best part of the Xbox trailer was the comments. I mean, look, comments make everything better. If you watch YouTube videos without reading the comments, you are not a real YouTuber and you should ban YouTube from your life. Alright, check this out from Vox Cuda Radio. That dude with the beard looks like his parents created him with the Skyrim character creator. Is that an insult or a compliment? I've never played Skyrim. That's showing my lack of gaming experience. Strohs finally can play Minecraft at 120 frames per second in my bed while I eat Cocoa Puffs. You need to get a life. Like, seriously, you need to get out of bed and go get a life. Zaman? Scarlett wants to know your wallet's location. Yeah, they can have it and all the $0 in there too. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the list of games.
Whoa, easy there, big guy. You're not...
Status report.
Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief.
Number one is Halo Infinite. Look, let's admit the truth. Halo is like the only reason to get an Xbox. Not really, but Halo is actually enough of a reason. Like, if this game was good, I would legit consider buying an Xbox just for Halo. They announced this game back at E3 2018 and it was a big hype back then. So it means it's 1 year later in development. We're probably gonna see it released in 2020, probably alongside the Xbox Scarlet. We still don't know a lot about it. We haven't seen any gameplay clips yet, but we have seen a new trailer dropped. So the trailer follows a UNSC soldier apparently stranded in space on a Pelican. He notices Master Chief is just floating around outside taking a float hike. Is that the thing, a float hike? Master Chief is in a shutdown to survival mode. So the soldier overrides and gives him a boost of power, brings him back, and then they get invaded by something. Not a lot of details in the trailer. We see that inside the trailer the Halo ring is broken. Pretty interesting what's gonna happen. Obviously, you're gonna play as Master Chief inside of this game, which people are gonna be so hyped about that. As far as from a Christian viewpoint, I'm sure it's gonna be rated M, like all the Halo games are. This is my guess. I'm just gonna make a wild guess. Probably blood and gore violence. I'm gonna guess no language for this game. That would be great. Like, I would actually check it out if there was no profanity, but I don't really know. So we'll see if my prediction is correct. What if I got like all the predictions on the ratings for these games right? Hey Chief, I was thinking of getting, like, you know, maybe a PS4 instead of my Xbox. What you think about that? You think that's a good choice? You think I should?
No, we need to fight.
Trust only in the Force.
Number 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This one's coming out pretty soon. November 15th. It's by EA. Look, it's inevitable. Look, I thought EA said single player games are dead. Apparently they changed their mind on that stance when their sales for Battlefront 2 were dead. You get roasted. You play as a fledgling Jedi who survives Order 66. So the game kind of covers the dark area of Star Wars history between Episode 3 and Episode 4, which never really had much material in Star Wars history. So, you play as Cal Kestis. Sounds like a wicked awesome name. Trailer set in the planet Kashyyyk. The art style seems to be very similar to Battlefront. Gameplay seems to borrow a lot of elements from Battlefront. I mean, it's not like it was made by the same people. So the trailer shows you hijacking an Imperial Walker, get to use it and turn on the enemies and destroy them with your own device. That's pretty wicked awesome. There's actually been some gameplay released. It looks really addicting. I actually really do want to check this out. There's a good variety of enemies. There's like troopers, evil spider creature, robots that you have to defeat. Traversing looks pretty interesting too. You have to climb on stuff, you have to swing from vines and stuff like that. It looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting and a fun game to play. I don't think it's going to be open world, which would be pretty cool, but I don't think it will. And inside the game, you can use the Force as kind of an attack move, so you can use it to like throw your enemies, or you can use it to pull it towards you and kill them. And the single best part is no microtransactions. Are you serious? This is an EA game? No microtransactions? What a miracle! Here's my guess on the rating. Violence, I'm gonna guess it probably will actually have some mild profanity in it. That's my guess. If it doesn't have profanity, look, I'm gonna be checking it out. Whoa, what we got going on back here, guys? You doing like a little dance or something without inviting me? Yo, let's dance together. Come on, let's get this, guys.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Number 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. See, when I was a kid, I never really got into RPGs like that. But let's just say, to say this game is a graphical improvement from the original is, I mean, you're going from PS1 to PS4. There's like literally no comparison between the two of these games. A lot of people are saying this game is not what was expected, but it's surprisingly good. So we're looking at a release date of March 3, 2020. Probably going to originally come out on PS4, but then it will probably be re-released on PS5 when that comes out. You're playing as Cloud Strife, who joins the Avalanche, and then you're fighting Shenmue. All the same stuff. So the combat looks like it's really been revamped to include more camera angles, to be much more dynamic. This is going to be a PS4 exclusive, so you can only get this on Sony. Combat involves a lot of attacks. You mix attacks with skills, and you have like a special combat where you can freeze the battle long enough to decide, oh my goodness, what's my next attack gonna be? You can tell I don't know anything about this game, so still got all the same people. So let's see if I can get these names without killing them. Cloud, Aerith, Tifa, Barrett. I think I killed Aerith's name, something like that. So, pretty exciting to see what this is going to look like. The graphics are absolutely breathtaking. Yes. Subscribe my channel or all of this bad stuff will happen to you. Number 4, Breath of the Wild sequel. We have no name on this game yet. It might just be called Breath of the Wild 2. I don't think there's ever been any Zelda game called just 2, but I don't know. We don't have a release date yet. It looks like it's still pretty early in development. Probably a 2020 release date. Who knows, maybe 2021. So, still a lot of questions. So there's been a little trailer dropped on it. It's kind of a creepy trailer. So it looks like this is going to be one of the creepiest Zelda games we've had in a while. Probably since Majora's Mask. Inside the trailer, there's like some gaseous vine-like thing that's growing through this dungeon that Link and Zelda are going through. And then there is this magical hand that is resurrecting a dead warrior. Is it Ganondorf? I don't know. Not giving us a lot of information. It's gonna have a very similar art style, very similar gameplay to Breath of the Wild, so it's pretty interesting to see how this is gonna unfold. I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be rated everybody 10 and up, but I could see it definitely get a T rating. It's probably gonna have fantasy, violence, suggestive themes.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? I don't like you, so I'm gonna watch this trailer in reverse and watch you die all over again.
A stranger has just arrived. Someone who's challenging the corporate board. Someone who's digging up their secrets.
Number 5, The Outer Worlds. Look, one thing I really like is that we're seeing actually a good number of original games this year. There's a lot of sequels and stuff too, but there's actually a couple original games we've never seen before. So The Outer Worlds is an original game being developed from the people who made Fallout New Vegas. It's supposed to be coming out in October 25. Few clips of gameplay, not much. It looks like it's obviously going to be an FPS game. Apparently you live on the furthest colony on the edge of the galaxy. This colony is dominated by all these corrupt organizations, mega corporations that basically control everything. And as the trailer says, we've never done anything. I'm feeling like this trailer is a big poke at the American government. I don't know, it could be. But apparently you are a stranger that enters this colony and you have to decide, are you gonna fight as a villain, a psychopath, I said a psychopath, or a hero? You have to decide, so you're gonna choose what side you're gonna fight on. In other words, you have the choice, are you gonna challenge these corrupt organizations that are ruining this space exploration colony? Yes, it looks like it's gonna be a sci-fi kind of space exploration based game, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool looking bizarre creatures that were in the trailer. Facial animation in the trailer seemed really rough. Hopefully they're gonna polish it, but they don't have much time to do that. As far as the rating, this is gonna be a pretty mature game, so it's definitely gonna be rated M, probably blood and gore, violence, probably strong language, probably sexual content, maybe drug reference.
A stranger has just arrived. Someone who's challenging the corporate board. Someone who's digging up their secrets.
Number 6, Gods and Monsters. So this is coming from Ubisoft, coming from the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which got amazing reaction. It's such a beautiful looking trailer. The graphics are stunning. Probably some of the best graphics in all of E3. It's full of mythical creatures. It doesn't give us a lot of information. This has a 2020 release date, February 25. Gonna be released on PS4, Xbox, and Switch, I believe. Apparently, the gods are in trouble. They're in a dilemma, and they're calling on you to come help them. So the trailer shows a warrior getting into a fight with a giant flying bird creature. It's probably gonna be set somewhere in kind of a Greek setting. So it's kind of cool. You're probably gonna have some divine, angelic power inside of the game. So it's probably gonna be a lot of supernatural fighting along with like hand-to-hand combat and such. So you're gonna have some open world game. That's pretty exciting with puzzles to solve, dungeons to explore. Pretty interesting. When I play games, I like to stay out of anything with not mythology per se, but anything that denies the existence of Jesus Christ. So any game that's all about mythological gods and stuff denies the existence of Jesus Christ. So as a Christian, I'm saying I don't think we're going to be getting into this game that much, but it's going to be interesting to see how it is. It's probably going to be rated M. I'm going to guess blood and gore, violence, probably maybe sexual themes, and then probably language.
Wait, hold up. Is you T-posing? Come on, Ubisoft. I thought you would know better than that. Now I gotta punish you.
Number 7, The Legend of Zelda: Zinx Awakening. So Zelda gets 2 big titles announced at E3 this year. Pretty exciting. This one is the remake of the Game Boy Classic, and to say that it's a graphical improvement is an understatement. This is a very cartoony looking game, way different from Breath of the Wild, but the graphics are absolutely gorgeous. Watching this trailer was very interesting because, interestingly enough, it's filled with Mario references. There's Goombas, there's a Chomp, there's I think there's the cactus. So the art style is gorgeous. Same story as before. So you get stranded on this island because of a shipwreck, and you have to figure out how to escape the island. So you have to get to the top of the island where there's this egg with a windfish inside of it, and you have to awaken him so that you can get off the island. Same premise as the first game. I'm pretending I know what the first game was about when I have no idea. It looks like there's even going to be a little side-scrolling inside of this, which for Zelda, I don't think Zelda's ever side-scrolled, as far as I know. Of course, you're going to have dungeon exploration, puzzle solving. You actually get to use dungeon layouts and then design your own dungeons, which I think is super cool that you can do that. Probably going to be some mythological material. Not sure.
Alright, I see you Mario references. There's a Chomp, a Goomba. Look, there's even Yoshi. So all I want to know is, where is Mario? I'm going to find you, Mario. Oh, look, it's Mario. It looks just like Mario. How you doing, pal? Get out of my Zelda game. You know there's not the room for both of us. Get out of my game.
Number 8, FIFA 20. Look, I never got into FIFA. It just seems like they make the same game every single year and then release it and people hype about it. But apparently people like it, so we're gonna talk about it. We got a release date, September 27. That's not much further to wait. One of the big things that people are hyping about inside of this game is it's got a new Volta football mode. It's brought back from older versions. They had it a while back. So you could do that in 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5. Now they've really revamped some parts of this game to actually make it more difficult in some ways. So it's not going to be as easy to be able to get scores, it's not going to be as easy to just shoot straight for the goal. The mechanics are going to be more realistic. A lot of people were complaining about that in FIFA 19. The AI is supposed to be a little less intelligent now, so it's actually going to be to your advantage to control players manually because the AI doesn't seem like it's going to be as efficient anymore. So it seems like overall they've revamped the mechanics, made them more realistic. I'm not really that excited. Whatever, I could do that too. Watch.
The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
Number 9 is Death Lute. This is another original game coming up, and we have a lot of questions about this. Release date unknown. We're not exactly sure what's going on inside the trailer. This is an FPS game from the makers of Dishonored, and apparently inside of the game, you're stuck in a place called Black Reef. Inside of the trailer, we have these 2 opposing characters known as Juliana and Colt. Now apparently, the way they view Black Reef is completely opposite. So Colt wants to end the cycle that's plaguing Black Reef, and Juliana kind of wants things to stay the way that they are. So to win, to either change the cycle or keep the cycle, they have to kill each other, but the catch is they have to continue to kill each other. So apparently it's like they kill each other and then they revive and then they have to kill each other again. I guess it's like a certain number of days, see how many times you can kill them, something along that line. I'm not really sure. So apparently you will get to choose who you play as, whether you want to keep the cycle on the island or break the cycle. Breaking cycles is always more fun, but not always the right thing to do. So it's pretty interesting to see how this is gonna unfold. I mean, the cinematic trailer is stunning. The graphics look amazing. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna check it out because it seems like it's going to be a pretty gory game with just kind of senseless killing. I've never been into just senseless killing. I'm guessing we got an M rating, blood and gore, intense violence, I'm going to guess. Probably strong language. I'm going to guess alcohol use and sexual themes. So you're looking at a pretty mature game.
The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
Whoa. Well, hold on, lady. Hold on, man. Look, I know you guys, you used to date and now you broke up and you want to get rid of each other, but it doesn't mean to kill each other. Leave it behind. Just walk your separate ways. You don't have to kill you. Wow, is this what video games have come to nowadays?
Number 10 is Minecraft Dungeons. Look, I kind of cracked up when the trailer said, from the makers of Minecraft. That's like on the Toy Story 4 trailer saying, from the makers of Toy Story 3. It doesn't really make sense. So, Minecraft Dungeons is gonna be a either local or online co-op dungeon crawler game featuring all of the familiar Minecraft graphics that you grew up with. So apparently you start the game above ground. What's happening is this bad guy's coming in, kidnapping people from a village, and you have to go hunt him down. So you've got lots of the mobs that you're used to in Minecraft, skeletons, zombies. You've got things like Endermen, creepers, all of those things. You have to go into the dungeon and apparently save people and stuff like that. So it looks pretty interesting. You've got some good character customization. You're able to swap out weapons. You have special elemental attacks like lightning, some type of magical force beam. The story is likely going to be kind of weak inside of this, but watching it, it looks honestly like a pretty charming game. It looks like we're on to something. So we'll see what they got as time unfolds. It's going to come out sometime spring 2020. It's going to be rated everybody 10 and up for fantasy violence. That's about all we know about it, but it's looking pretty interesting from the gameplay so far. Yeah.
Well, hello there, Steve. That's a very nice game you have there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
So anyway, guys, this is my recap of 10 of the games that I thought looked pretty cool from E3. Tell me if you like my selection. Pretty interested to see what you think. Tell me which of these games you're going to be checking out, and subscribe, or else you don't get to play any of these games because you have to do homework instead. Ah, my shin again. Ah, yeah, you got to turn off the camera.